we have this beautiful GLE.
There's a reason why when we wash our cars, we go left to right and not circular motion.
Wow, all I can say is what an absolute transformation on this GLE. Can you hear it? It's very sandy, right? That's not what it's supposed to sound like. Hey guys, it's Anthony from Just Keep It Fresh. Now today, we have this beautiful GLE. Mercedes GLE is one of the bigger SUV cars that you can get in their lineup. And this one is just a little bit different because it has that 4-door coupe look. Now, this car is the first 4-door coupe that actually ever came out from Mercedes, which is awesome. But that's not important. What is important is why this beautiful looking car is here today. Now, although the car is beautiful, the way it's designed, the way it's built, the way it looks, it's not so beautiful when we go up front to the car and look closely to the paintwork and look closely to the different plastics and trims of the car. And the reason why is because this car is actually owned by a business owner. Now, this business owner I think works in the hospitality sort of industry, and is very, very, very busy. I understand sometimes it's just really, really hard to focus on family and then at the same time focus on work, and then having to spend that extra time to squeeze in your daily routine or weekly routine to even get your car detailed or cleaned. And this car, the way it looks now, is a direct result to having a really busy schedule and not really giving enough time and effort to look after your vehicle. So a lot of our angles, when we're talking about ceramic coating a car or even detailing a car, we're looking at either a brand new car or a near new car or a clean car or a car that just needs a quick clean, quick polish and then restored. This one is actually a little bit different. Although it's actually quite a new car, I don't think it's over 10 years old, but it definitely looks like it's aged quite significantly within that short amount of time frame. We can, number one, tell by the paintwork. There's scratches everywhere, there's contamination everywhere, there's watermarks everywhere, and there's definitely bird poop bonding into the paint for sure. But one of the biggest clues that we know that the customer, number one, hasn't had time to clean the car. Number two, hasn't been parking inside the garage in the shade. And number three, it's definitely a car that's, belonging to the sunshine state of Queensland, is these plastic trims on the side. You can tell that the UV damage is so significant that the discoloration of the trim is almost, it's crazy. You can see the discoloration from all the way from the front of the trim to the back of the trim as well. One more thing to really understand the customer being very, very busy is that even the inside, so most customers, right, even if you don't clean your car outside, you will try to at least clean your car inside, or at least have a, I guess, more safe or more healthy environment inside. The inside of this car is also quite messy and dirty, and you can tell with this car, it's actually optioned in with some white leather seats, and the white leather seats has obviously deteriorated as well. It's looking quite brown right now. So that's something that we will be detailing as well to really get back that original look as well. Now, knowing it's a black car, we already talked about it last time with the Range Rover. It does reflect the most amount of light, so we can see a lot more scratches than a normal car, and we can tell that maybe at some point the customer has tried to clean his car, and you can see these love marks. We call them love marks because they're the marks of love that the customer has tried to love this car a little bit, maybe when he first bought the car, and he's gone and scrubbed the car, and the scrub marks and scratch marks from those scrubbings as well. So that's what we're going to try to remove as well. So I guess the two main points today that I want to really talk about is how we're going to restore this GLE. How we're going to restore this GLE. And number two, how we're going to help the customer in terms of convenience-wise, allow him to look after this car as well. So, restoring this car is pretty basic. It's pretty standard, as we said before, with all our other cars. It's gonna go for a big decontamination. It's going for a good in-depth wash, right? Then what we're gonna do is clay bar, decontamination, getting rid of all those, can you hear it? It's very sandy, right? That's not what it's supposed to sound like. We're gonna get rid of all those sandy stuff off that car. We're gonna remove all the scratches, get rid of all those bird poop. And what we're gonna do then is we're gonna coat the car and seal it. Now, sealing the car with the coating then moves on to my next question on how the customer will have a more ease of convenience sort of angle as well, right? So after we coat the car is going to be much more hydrophobic. It's going to protect the car from getting this sort of contamination again. But moreover, when the customer wants to wash the car in the future, it's going to take him less time. It's going to take him a lot less time. And having that coating as well, it's going to protect the trims. You see these plastic trims and the paint from UV damage in the future as well. So having all that together means that the customer's number one going to have a peace of mind. His car's going to look fresh. Car's protected as well, and a peace of mind that when he does wash the car, it's not going to take too much of his time, because time equals money. We all know that. So before we do anything, let's go and decontaminate this car and get this process started. Alright guys, so it's been 2 hours in the process of washing and decontaminating this GLE Mercedes, and I think we're having a bit of, nightmares that we're having. let's get to it right now. Just hey Loki, can you talk to us about what you're doing right now and the challenges that you're having? Because it's been 2 hours.
Yep.
And it looks like you're having some struggles or some problem.
It's 2 hours. I still polish the engine bay. So no engine bay, so hood.
Engine bay. Can you polish my engine for more horsepower? So what's the problem?
Yeah, I think this one, because it's an old car, so so many the scratches is on the hood, and it's a little bit deep. Maybe because of this customer to wash on the
You think the automatic wash?
Yes, automatic wash. Yeah, so
okay, sure.
Make the scratches so deep.
Yeah, so like after if you can see over here from the light, I think the customer has actually taken it to an automatic wash. The lines are quite fluid, so it actually looks like a machine's actually done and made this sort of damage. And Loki has spent 2 hours right now. He's still not finished yet, trying to paint correct the hood. Just remember, there's a reason why when we wash our cars, we go left to right and not circular motion. Because if you go left to right, we can either do the opposite side or left to right to kind of get rid of the scratch. Whereas with these, what we're working with is swirls. And swirls are the hardest to remove because they're going in all different type of direction to try to get rid of. And I think what Sam is doing right now is he's still clay barring the door. Sam, did you want to tell us what you're doing or why you're also struggling with this one?
I'm doing clay bar now.
Yeah.
After I polish once, and I still have to clay bar.
Why?
Because you're easier to polish first can help me remove the. I don't know what that.
Like the contamination.
White dots,
White dots that's on the.
Yeah, from air.
Park
under the sun. And the pen will soak all the oils onto it.
Out of 10, rate this car like 10 being very bad, 0 being really good.
7?
7. It's pretty bad, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So when we talk about paint correction and decontamination stage, when people say, well, why does it cost so much to get this done? Like, I really wanted to show you guys the stuff that we have to go through to make a car look really good. Yeah, so let's get back to work. see-through.
See this yellow thing? You see the black dot? That's the content in the air.
So that's what's coming off the car.
Yes, I already polished once. See this yellow color? It's supposed to be green like this. And first polish, I already polished off this thing.
Yeah.
And I still can clay bar out of the pen. I mean the yellow stuff.
Yeah. So you clay bar and then polish it again.
Yeah, and then polish again after clay bar.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Wow, all I can say is what an absolute transformation on this GLE. This car was built in 2016. So having a lot of scratches and fading plastic part in Australia without any coating, I'd say that's very normal. And that's the sort of stuff that we want to really prevent on these legendary cars like this. So now, as you can see, all the plastic has now restored to a dark black finish. All the scratches and contamination on the car is completely gone and paint corrected, and now it's even coated as well. The customer has upgraded his coating into our infinite base coating, so that gives it the gloss that you see right now on this beautiful car. With this gloss, you're not only just seeing the paint work and the extra finishes that you wouldn't see before with all these sparkles on the paint, but also what you're seeing now is all the curvature of the car and the line that exceeds from the front and goes all the way to the back. It is all there. But I think the most major transformation really is the car seats. Me opening the door and having a look inside the car seat right now, it looks like a completely different car, I must say. All the leather has now been restored to a white leather instead of leather full of sheen and black stains. It is, again, incredible how far this car has come. It really has come a long way. I guess this is how we restore an old car, and this is a good video, I guess, to show you and display to, demonstrate to what we can really do to get a car looking a certain way to getting a car looking like this. If you guys have any questions or any inquiries, don't hesitate to put a comment down below. Ask us. We'll get to you as soon as we can. And remember, guys, just like our video if you're happy with our content, and subscribe to us, and just keep it fresh. Thank you, guys.